Hey everybody, this is Glory Norwood, owner of Sophisticated Spot Shop on Etsy.com, owner of Glory's Unsolved Mysteries, Volume 1 through 40, and owner of Glory's Astrology Tarot on www.makeplancards.com. We'll get started with the Stokes Gothic Oracle, and at the bottom of the deck we have Moon Witch, because you know me, I love to crack it open and see what's popping. So we have Moon Witch, somebody still out here doing magic, okay? So yes, collective, we have somebody still out here doing magic. So I'm thinking more or less. I love to do the collective readings on Gothic, but I will roll the dice and see who's got this time. You know, who they're doing magic on. See, that would be a Scorpio again on the 11th house, and I knew it because I felt that energy. You know what I mean? You know my cards. I mean, the dice don't lie either. So. Let's see, we have Scorpio, transformative, brutally honest, aggressive, taking things personally, and exhausted. And we have the 11th house, represents protection in good moments, lucky gifts, connection with people, sharing bounty, prosperity. And then we have Mars, and it is pertaining to ambition, lust, motivation, anger, call to action of the physical body, and devotion. So yes, you already know we have somebody out here being a straight up hater, okay? Mad because people are spiritual gifted and they lucky, okay? Scorpio, you know how we do. So we're going to see what's going on with this Moon Witch and see what type of situation she brings to the table. Like I said, I read every reading just in case somebody, this is their first time clicking in, they will know what it means. It says Moon Witch manifestation. A dark goddess dressed in an ebony robe and with a hornet's dress stands between a pair of fierce wolves. Under a cloudy night sky, she summons glowing symbols that are related to the intense blue moon behind her. Manifestation takes time and will not happen overnight. For you to achieve something, you will need to believe that it can happen, and there will be steps that need to be taken. This card does not suggest that we can simply conjure up the things we wish for in seconds. Rather, it encourages us to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination. If you have drawn this card, then you are being called to manifest something that is important to you. The power of belief can turn a dream into a reality, but it will only do half of the job. For example, if you would like to be published, visualizing your name on the spine of a book is a great way of letting the universe know your intentions. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. Yes, Moon Witch, yes. We see you, Mamacita. Okay? Listen here, Scorpios. Be careful. Do not eat, drink, or chill with anybody at this moment. This is sacrifice season, okay? This is what it's saying. This is sacrifice season. Don't be kicking with nobody new. Don't hang with nobody. No party bus, no kicking it. Don't drink too many drinks with people. Because this is what they out there doing. Reading birth chart, Scorpio. Collective for the Scorpio, on the left house. This is what they doing. Searching for chosen ones, doing magic on chosen ones. So just be careful out there. Because like I said, they hold no bars, They feel like they can just purge anybody all day, every day, and that's okay, and it's not. They have no respect for people or dignity or pride or, being responsible or, being capable of, not doing magic, which is ridiculous. So when did it become a point to where you need magic just to even breathe? Is that where we at with that? Because that means something's wrong if you need magic just to breathe. Look, because they're going to look like somebody's a mermaid spirit. So this could be somebody that's a mermaid spirit, doing magic. That's a moon witch. She does magic at nighttime. So it says Sailor's Room. Let's see what she's talking about. So yeah, it looks like this person could be doing death magic on somebody, trying to manifest off somebody's money, or manifest off somebody's dreams, or manifest off somebody's energy. So just be careful out there, Scorpio in the 11th house, because they do not care about anybody. So just know that people like that will get their karma. They walk around, like they all tough, big and bad, but they'll get karma from God. So don't worry about it. It says Sailor's Ruin, temptation. With the light draining from above, a mermaid descends into the shadowy depths of the sea. The faint silhouettes of sharks represents danger, and the shipwreck can be glimpsed in the darkness. She holds a skull in her hand. Most likely a sailor, she is lured to his death with her beauty. We can all relate to temptation in its many guises. If it's not physical beauty that seduces us beyond our limitations, then it can be wrapped up in many attracting packages such as food, alcohol, laziness, overspending, or a bad choice of a partner. The sailor's ruin is in his lack of resistance. If you have drawn this card, you may have already succumbed to temptation, or may be on the brink of doing so. Sometimes the people and things we know are not good for us become the most attractive and persistent options. Sailors will remind you that the most desires, such as an odd treat or letting your hair down, can actually be beneficial in moderation. However, too much of the good thing can become detrimental. What is tempting you at this time, and what might be the cost of giving into your urges? Didn't I tell you this is a... Look at her. It's a honey trap. Doing glamour spells. Mermaid spirit. Doing sacrifices. That's the death spell. You know, real beautiful, but doing spell work to cause your death. So she can pretend like she mourning at the funeral and ready to cash the check tomorrow. Them is them type of girls. As I said, don't eat, drink. Didn't I just say don't eat, drink, or nothing? Don't eat, drink, sleep at them girls' house. Men and women. You women have to be careful as well. You know, letting men pour y'all drink. You know, let men go get y'all drink at the bar. Let men make y'all dinner. You gotta be careful. Like, no, I need, because people be putting all kind of stuff in food. Rat poison, bleach, pond tar. You know, and if they're somebody in some type of medical field or work at the pharmacy, they could just grab something in the back to poison you. No big deal. So be careful when y'all out on these dates and second dates and chatting and you know, trying to rekindle and, you know, because domestic violence is out here, because it could also be that as well. I'm seeing that. Somebody that, you know what I'm saying, could have had a domestic violence situation. You know, he could have started fighting the person after this person had got inebriated from the substance that she poured in his drink. And the witchcraft could have backfired, you know what I mean? Because she didn't get to complete the mission to rob the man, you know? See, I gotta be careful, or the woman. So it don't matter, because we all watched Fall from Grace, because they steal from women too. Then you have Beyond Words. You see, that's a light worker. This a light worker being enlightened by what's going on. You know? She don't rock with that type of stuff. You can tell this person's way in a whole nother. This person's on the mountain. They don't deal with that type of drama. More enchanted, drama free. The more of a divine being. Looks like they could be possibly moving on to do magic on another divine being somewhere. It says Beyond Words. So be careful out there, Scorpios, in the 11th house. And I believe it is, in Mars. So yeah, I haven't used astrology dice, so those I have to use information because it's astrology dice. When you just get products, you got to tell people the information so they can know exactly what it means. If they want to go get the dice, they're $5 at the 5 and Below store. But I don't just roll anything. I inform myself on anything before I roll it. Then let's see. It says Beyond Words. And plus, on top of that, when you buy stuff, other people want to know what it means too. They don't just want to hear they sign, the house, and you know the sun sign. But that's how it works. The sign will come up, a house will come up, and then the planets. So that's just how that works. You have people that have like 2 or 3 sets, but I only need one because it's 12 signs. 12 signs is all on all 3 dice, so it's probably like 4 signs on each dice. So yeah, then it says Beyond Words. Sorry, the spirits get upset. They're like, oh, you gotta use the paper. Yeah, because I just bought this. I don't know the meaning, but at the same time, you can put 2 and 2 together. It's not hard to realize when somebody's jealous of your spiritual gifts, doing witchcraft on you, because that person's enchanted and divine person. And could be this, I said this person could be doing glamour magic and really is a witch low key. You know, look, beyond words, it says friendship. The young maiden and the unicorn sit together in silence. The water before them is cool and still. Though nothing is said, they both know what the other is thinking. Their friendship is beyond words, for they understand one another perfectly. True friendship is rarer than you might think. A real friend is someone who is willing to join with you in joy, but does not disappear when the going gets tough. Have you ever had a friend who is there to both laugh and cry with you? If you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded of an unbreakable bond, one that can be trusted and relied on, but that also brings much satisfaction. The unicorn and the maiden are from different worlds, but this does not affect their compatibility. Their connection is based on a soul level rather than an earthly one. In a reading beyond words, we're reminding you that someone is there for you. You may think that you know who this person is, but think again. In some situations, a supportive or kindly friend may not be the first one to come in mind. Who has really been your rock through both the good and the bad? So yeah, somebody could possibly have some type of divine friendship, you know, some type of bonds with the animals. This person could ride the horse. You know, this person, more likely this person could be like in Texas, you know, and they could ride horses, so they have a real strong bond with the horses, you know. You know, probably do competitions. More than likely competitions with the horses. And then you have Medusa again. Okay, I told you she gets out here. She do not be playing. Somebody's doing that serpentine spell work. So this is somebody that could be doing beauty magic and trying to make somebody look like Medusa for the person that's that light worker. So just be careful out there, Scorpio. And then it says Medusa, justice. Medusa springs out of the shadows, bearing her fangs and hissing like the snakes that grow from her head. The venomous sting of her tail rattles behind her as her eyes her prey. Just one glance in her direction and the victims will be turned into stone. There is much said about the horrors of Medusa, but we often forget that the woman in the midst was both mortal and beautiful before being transformed into a monster. As the Greek myth goes, Medusa was violated by the sea god Poseidon. Rather than punish Poseidon for this heinous act, furious at the desecration of her temple, Athena chose to chastise Medusa for breaking her vow of celibacy. In a sense, this card is as much about injustice as justice. It will often arrive when we feel as though we have been treated unfairly. The rage in Medusa's stance suggests a need to right a wrong or invoke fairness of some kind. If you have drawn this card, it could be the time for you to seek justice. You may be motivated by anger, but remember to keep as level-headed as possible when relying the facts of the situation. It is a time for you to give your side of the story. As a general card, Medusa is a good omen, especially when connected to legal situations or times when the truth needs to be confronted. Yeah, so this is very beautiful. Like I said, Medusa is out here and she is not playing, so her energy is definitely moving around the earth. So be careful. You do not want to disrespect your ancestors, you know. So just be careful. If you see her, you know, just be very quiet and respectful because she can attack at any given time, you know. And we're not talking about the people that copycat is one. We're talking about the real person. I can't stand a copycat doppelganger. Because she been warning y'all for years to stop messing with this stuff. And then they pull, you know, then the organization, the Illuminati, pulls up on her energy with the Amazon, I think it was the Amazon Prime commercial. Pulling on her energy. Manifesting her, bringing her into fruition. And then when I saw her personally, I knew for sure that they had been probably doing spell work to bring her back. So just be careful, be respectful. She does look like this. More than likely, she's probably trying to get into heaven. Because you forget some of these people could have been walking around for hundreds of years. And then with CERN opening up those portals through NASA, that's a lot of paranormal activity all over the world. Plus the landing of aliens, so extraterrestrials, which we are halfway anyway, so those would be our ancestors. So most definitely, like I said, these people they were real people. So you got to show respect and pay homage. And like I said, and Stokes Gothic Oracle Tarot. This is the Scorpio reading for, this is the collective reading for the Scorpio in the 11th house in Mars. And I'll be right back with another one. Thanks and have a blessed day.